Don't we all?
Anyway, let's go to Twitter to cancel Travis now.
Good luck, I'm not on there. You can't stop me.
I can dox you.
No, you can't. I don't exist on the internet.
Are you sure about that?
We'd be canceling ourselves at this point.
Fools.
All right.
Diplomatic immunity. I can say all the racist things I want.
And this is where I type.
I don't think the Shat Archive should have rights.
I am recording, by the way.
Good.
I stand by what I said.
Welcome back to Action Economy.
Yes, welcome back.
Didn't see you there.
Yes, that would be because this is an audio medium.
Since when?
Vote for me and
Well,
I'll
that's
build
the
a wall
question.
around the Shadowfell.
All right. Now that that's over,
Hey, somebody's missing. Again.
yes.
We
yes,
killed
she
them.
is.
There's an empty chair. As we all look to the empty chair.
It's actually not empty.
Pretty not empty.
Jesse has his stuff on it.
Well, she's been
Jesse
replaced.
killed her.
It's fine.
The part of Esme will be played by Jesse Stuff tonight.
No, I can't do
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Microphone's up. Microphone isn't plugged in. I was gonna suggest you rattle everything around over there, but the microphone's not plugged in, so
I mean, I can still shake it and rattle it, but
it wouldn't have the
Oh,
same
shit.
effect.
nope.
I should probably pull up my character sheet.
Maybe.
You don't need that.
You're right.
What are you
don't.
gonna do? Roll dice?
What are you gonna do? Play? Since when have we ever played Dungeons and Dragons?
Losers.
It's all
For the
been
first
an
half of this
illusion.
podcast, never.
What?
Never for the first half.
Oh,
of this
okay.
podcast.
Okay, yeah, Starfinder, yeah.
So, yeah, I've only had a couple hours to try to come up with what's going on with Celestina. Well, it's not full. I haven't fully figured it out, so that may be subject to change.
Oh boy.
But we'll see what happens.
Well, last time somebody almost got napped.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if he here's my reasoning though. What the fuck is he gonna do? The Hunchback of Notre Dame is gonna like somehow prevent me from casting magic? Like if he locks me in
I don't
a room?
think it's a problem of just him. I think it's a problem of if you do things to him, the town comes down on you.
What are they gonna do? They're peasants. I literally can just walk into Strahd's castle, go, "Hey Strahd, can I just like vibe here for a minute?" And he'll go, "Okay." And then what the fuck are they gonna do?
Sounds like you've got a bit of a problem. I'd love to see how you solve it.
I just leave. What are they gonna do? Follow me into like the vampire and werewolf infested world? I'll walk into the mist and they won't know what the fuck to do. I'll go to the bone grinder mill and they'll all shit themselves and leave.
Who knows?
That's possible.
I mean,
Or as you're walking out, somebody shoots you in the back of the head with a crossbow.
I have too much armor for that to happen.
All on the back
On
of your
your
head.
Yeah. I got a cool wolf helmet. Oh
What
wait,
if it's-
that's not on me anymore.
No, it's not.
you don't have any of that armor. You
I'll
look
put
like a shot.
Poisoned.
I'll just put the wolf helmet
What
on.
if somebody curses you?
Who's gonna curse me?
Literally anyone here.
In the town?
Yeah.
I think they're all losers. Except the toy maker, he's cool.
That sounds like
And
perfect
this-
curse material right there.
The vampire
People get
hunter would
cursed for
probably
less.
help us out.
Put it on me, why don't we?
I don't know. I feel like if the whole town came down on you.
I feel like the only thing that I would have to do is leave. I'm not too scared of the guard. I'm scared of the vampires, hags, and other, like, CR-27 people outside in, like, the Curse of Strahd area. But I'm not really scared of the dude who would like to take a nap but can't because he has to watch the gate with a pike.
Why did we come here again?
I don't know.
We came here to get gear, and then after getting gear, we were going to head to pick up Strahd's would-be wife.
Okay, yeah.
In Crest, right?
Kresk.
Crest, yeah.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah, so
vibing.
we just leave.
So you
Yeah.
guys just went into the Blue Water Inn and
Yeah.
were there for a bit, and a woman walked in, and yeah, she's got red hair, and
Oh, I was slipped a note, wasn't I?
yes, I believe it had a time and place. Or what? No, it didn't have. Did it have a time and place? I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure, like, at night, he was supposed to go to the cart with the lion in it.
Yes.
Or we don't know what's in there.
And it was
Where
signed by
lion?
Van Richten.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because Rictavio, the
It's a me, Rictavio.
Pickle Rictavio.
The DM is facepalming very hard right now.
And this is where Rainier dies.
so Rudolf Van Richten
The Red
signed
Ghost Richten.
slipped you a note. And
This is why I have a stalker.
now you have a time and place to meet said vampire hunter. And
Isn't that like your dad?
No.
Not you.
No.
The vampire hunter.
Oh. Isn't that like your dad?
No.
Please.
Well, you think all vampire hunters are related?
Yeah.
Wow.
so yeah,
Well, did you, I'm pretty sure you labeled yourself as a monster hunter, not a vampire hunter.
True.
Very broad description, that.
you've seen Rictavio, after speaking with you, has gone and gotten several apples and a cooked wolf steak that he wrapped in a handkerchief to take with him as he left. And he is headed out the door.
Okay.
As he went out, a woman walked in and started looking around the place. She is has very red hair and is pretty pale, but is looking around the room, and her eyes look over at your table and look at you, and she sort of like nods as if recognizing you, and then steps back out, and then comes back in with a bag and starts walking over to your table.
Rainier, I don't think Rainier noticed this. I think I did shitty on perception because I'm shitty at perception. I'm just vibing and having a drink and looking at my new mace, or Morningstar. How fancy does it look? My new
Your-
Morningstar.
It's, I mean, it's not particularly fancy. It's,
Magic.
yeah. Okay.
Alright.
It's, yeah, it's a morning star, though.
Yeah.
What does she comes to our table?
Yeah, she walks over to your table. I'm gonna have, I may have already done this once, but I'm gonna have some perception checks to anyone who wants to take a look.
Okay.
Oof.
Time to figure out where everything is on the app because I did not charge my tablet.
19.
19, okay.
4. I rolled a 1.
2.
Okay.
Rainier doesn't even notice she's there.
That is a 11.
Okay. In that case, there's not really any. What was yours again?
19.
19, Sebastian. So, Sebastian, as you look over her, not much of her is visible. She's wearing clothes that cover most everything else, including like these fine leather gloves.
Yeah.
But on her she seems kind of scarred up. Like she's not like she's been like scratched a bunch and healed, but like she's got like a singular scar that looks like it was actually stitched up very well across her face and on her neck. Would have been a severe injury if you had like whatever it was looked like a very severe injury, but it's a let me just get this. Attached. All right. Anyway, she walks over to your table and says, she's kind of got a slightly raspy voice. I'm not going to do that the whole time because it'll kill my voice. But
Oh, you mean like Nade?
not quite like that. It's like it's almost kind of I don't know how to really describe it at the moment or even how to do it. But it's like she has a hard time putting any power into her voice.
Like a
So
smoker.
It's not like
Like a weak voice.
it's like a weak voice, yeah.
Okay.
But she's like she walks over and says, "Excuse me, are you the Lost Seekers?"
Fuck, wait, what's the voice? Holy shit. Someone knows our name.
That's a little weird.
Ominous.
Oh, we've been putting it out there.
Yes, we are.
Have we been?
No, we haven't.
A bit.
Yeah, yes, we are.
Like
Yes.
once?
A few times.
Good.
Two at most.
My name is Vasilka. Do you have a friend named Celestina?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we do. Not with us at the moment.
Oh, I know she's not with you at the moment. I know where she is, and I may need some help to get her free from where she's at.
What the fuck happened?
It's complicated, but this is. I need to find a wedding dress
Okay.
Oh.
and get it back to Kresk.
Okay.
Is that where the Strahd thing is? Does this have something to do with the post-Strahd bride?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Why did she try to do it without us?
Well, she was gonna wait for us there.
That
That's
might
what
be
we-
my fault.
We were told that. Well, you need help with a wedding dress. What? Is there no place?
We should get the details.
Is there no place to buy one here? I assume not.
There are, but the one who wants it has very particular standards, and Kresk was not able to meet it. And yes, things got
Okay.
complicated. Yes, I should start off with this. My name is Vasilka, and I am fiance to Strahd von Zarevich.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you came to us.
That wasn't the plan, but yes.
Well, hello.
Hello. I'm afraid I wasn't. It wasn't explained to me who each of you were individually. I have vague descriptions. I assume.
I'm Lucas.
Oh, yes.
And
Lucian Alzarius, Monster Hunter.
Sebastian Ballas, Sebastian Bonemoon.
Rainier Eckert?
Excellent. Excellent. It's good to meet you. So I suppose I should start at the beginning. A short time
Is
ago.
she still, like, standing?
Yes.
Take a seat. And I pull up a chair for her.
Thank you. And she sits down, and she starts explaining, and she says that she has been learning how to be a proper queen from her father, the abbot of the Abbey of Saint Markovia.
I feel your pain.
And she's been learning all sorts of things, all the way from etiquette all the way up to how to run things properly and how to because she's to be queen of Barovia. And she's had a couple situations come about, and a couple things have happened, and she was praying for someone to be of assistance, and she thinks that she may have gotten an answer that guided Celestina to end up where in Kresk. And at first she was greeted, that everything was going along fine, and she started talking with her through the night. And then when they set out the next morning, they were going to go throughout town and find a wedding dress for her, because her father doesn't, wants her to have a proper wedding dress for the presentation. And then it became a complicated thing, because they went into town and some things happened, and there was some magic involved, and they found out that she would have to go to Valaki, this town, to try to find a dress someplace. That there must be someone whose nobility or something that would have an expensive dress that is befitting a fiance to a king. And so they were going to set out together. However, some stuff went wrong, things happened, and now Vasilka convinced her father to let her go, to try to stop him from getting too angry with and harming Celestina. But Celestina is stuck in the Abbey for now.
I do not understand. What the fuck happened? How does this go so badly?
She says there are some... I could explain more details as to what happened, but not here, in the open. Only someplace where we couldn't be overheard.
All right. Well, let's get one of those. Do you mean someplace not magically overheard?
Yes. So those details aren't super important right now, but the abbot is not going to harm anyone in the current situation. But for things to go smoothly, she does need to find a wedding dress and bring it back.
Okay.
Given
what we've seen of the town already, would it be? I imagine this place would not have anything to the quality that she's looking for.
Valaki?
Yeah.
It does have some nicer. There's the Burgomaster's mansion, and then there's another noble family, the Watcher family, who are both possible locations where you can get something. This is the biggest town in Barovia.
Okay.
The lake is up to the north, and it's a pretty big town, actually.
Okay, well...
I mean, this sounds easy. Do you have the money for the dress?
Yes, I do have some money that I could barter with. She's like, I don't know specifically who would have it, but I would assume it's one of the noble families here.
Oh, I'm sure we could find one.
Because there are two ladies here, and at least one of them is married and would have had a wedding dress for her marriage as a noble.
We should go there first.
There's Lady Fiona Watcher, who is a noblewoman here, and there is the What are their names? Give me 1 second here. Where's her name? The Baroness Lydia Petrovna are two. Those are the two women who would most likely have a wedding dress. That'd be nice enough.
So, Tom,
Yes.
I am a noble.
Yes.
So I have... I was wondering if I could use my ability that if I need to secure an audience with a, like, nobility or noble or royal or something, that I could do so.
Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't list it. Oh, wait, there we go. Position of privilege. Thanks to your noble birth, people are inclined to think the best of you. You are welcome in high society, and people assume you have the right to be wherever you are. The common folk make every effort to accommodate you and avoid your displeasure, and other people of high birth treat you as a member of the same social sphere. You can secure an audience with a local noble if you need to.
All right. So you're going to? Are you planning on going to the Burgomaster's mansion or the Watcher family's house? Just the Watcher house.
I literally just forgot which one had the lady with that's already married in it. Which one?
And both of them have been married.
Oh.
Well, we know that the Burgermeister house is also where that...
Creepy stalker.
Yeah, the stalker dude, like, that's where he was going.
Arm, yes.
So yeah, I would
So,
avoid that.
at the very least, we'll do the other one first.
I fucking hate that guy. I should not have to deal with this. I am royalty. Whatever. We should go to the one that is not the Burgermeister. I have a bit of a stalker problem there, as it were. So let us try the other place first, and if that does not pan out, then Burgermaster, I suppose.
I'm going to make a trip to, if there is any apothecary or anything in town. I'm going to make a detour over there real quick and
Okay.
try and pick up some stuff.
All right, you absolutely can.
Okay.
So, for the position of privilege thing, would that just be like I write a letter trying to secure audience, and then seal that with like wax stamped with my ring and send it off with my familiar?
I mean, you could do it that way, or you could just go to the house and say who you are.
That's true.
1 second to check something real quick.
Where's the style in that?
Yeah, it would be way cooler if I sent an owl with this cool official-looking letter and got like a correspondence first.
How
I don't know what
disappointed
that
they would
word
be
means.
To find out they're docking into Hogwarts, though.
I was waiting for the joke.
I don't think you want to go to the Hogwarts with the owl that snaps its neck every time it turns. That's Voldemort's, like, discount Hogwarts.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that would be his owl, being honest.
Voldemort's like, yes, I've opened up the new school for wizards of the dark arts. It's called Frog Bumps.
Why would you call it Hogwarts? Like, oh yes, I will send my child to Hogwarts.
I don't think you have a choice when the owl comes.
The owl does not ask, the owl takes.
The owl comes over and it's like, I think I'll have your child now.
It's like the stork, but the other way around.
Well, alright.
This took a turn.
Yes, it did.
So I guess... So getting a room here wouldn't be private enough.
Oh no, definitely not.
How long
It's
are we going to need to stay here? Because our plan was to not stay here. Our plan initially was to move through here. But if...
Have you told anybody about that note you got?
No, I didn't tell anybody about it.
I am going to send a message to the noble here. I do not want to show up unannounced. That is always a pain.
Understandable.
I'm gonna write the letter.
So while you wait for correspondence, I'm going to go to the apothecary.
Okay.
Does anybody else have shopping to do?
Lucas, would you like a company and go into the apothecary?
I mean, I don't really care. I'm not the one. I'm not the one being stalked.
Fair enough. I'll still come with you regardless.
Okay.
If that gross man tries to touch me, he will lose fingers.
That I have no doubt. All right, I'm gonna go to. Are there many here, or is there really just like one main one?
There's one main one.
I want to buy potions.
Okay.
First and foremost, I want to look for some potions of healing.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Another second. All right, so they do have 2 potions of healing available.
Are they potions of healing, or are they potions of healing greater?
They're potions of healing.
Okay. How much are they?
50 gold each.
50 gold each?
Yeah.
I will take both.
All right.
Do they have potion of necrotic resistance?
Necrotic resistance. They do not. They have a potion of cold resistance.
I have no worries with that. Do they have ether here?
Ether? No.
No ether. Potion of watchful rest?
Potion of watchful rest. Nope, they do not.
Do they have any of the ingredients for any of these things? That I could potentially make my own?
They have a lot of stuff. Yeah. In terms of ingredients, absolutely. I don't remember the rules for if there's any rules for potion making. Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, so oh boy, have I been asked about this a lot in other campaigns. Usually what the general consensus is that you have to pay half of what the potion is actually worth on ingredients. And then, like, I think for one single potion, it takes a day of crafting it. Or I think there's some other system with, like using spell slots for it. But usually it's just you take a day per potion.
Okay.
I'm gonna get soda.
Because I would like to...
You're gonna alchemize yourself some soda?
I'd like to
Make
have
it
some
yourself,
ether.
come on.
This has slowly been tipping down. My microphone is not staying put. 1 sec. It's not going to stay put. Alright, I'm doing this. I'd like to have a potion of ether. If at all possible.
That might be a homebrew item that I had for a Final Fantasy VII thing that I was going to try to do.
Okay, because I was thinking, what is an ether in Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, it says that it's filled with raw magical energy, cast magical energy, used to restore spell slots, essentially.
Yeah, that's an extremely...
Okay.
I won't say it doesn't exist in this,
The
but
other
it's
things that I was
extremely rare.
the other
magic.
things I was looking for just to have was either a potion of watchful rest or a potion of comprehension.
All right, we'll give me 1 second on those.
You know, if you sharpened this would be a good vampire killing weapon. You get them in the heart, and they're apparently just dead until you take it out.
I mean, the rules in Vampire the Masquerade are pretty loose, I think, on what constitutes as a stake.
And also, a stake through the heart doesn't.
It doesn't
kill
kill
you.
them. It puts them in torpor. And they can't move.
Let me
but they
just
can
put a
hurt.
pin in this conversation. You stab them in the heart.
4 hours.
like-
And it's and 25 gold worth of materials for the watchful rest. And comprehension was the other one?
Yeah. Well, do they have the potion?
No.
Because watchful rest and potion of comprehension, I'm not gonna bother to make.
No, they do not have those potions.
Yeah, okay. And then I doubt we're gonna come across it, but just in case, do they have a decalcification enzyme?
What?
Decalcification enzyme. It's something you can drink to stop yourself from being petrified.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Says the Magic Man to the Magic Man.
You're basically a witcher. I don't want to hear you talk, and you'd probably be asking for a declassification enzyme squared too.
What's that?
Shitty Monster Hunter doesn't know what the declassification enzyme is.
Classification enzyme.
It's j-
What,
it-
what's the level
I
of...
put potion on. I clicked potion and filter by type. It's the first thing.
Okay.
Decalcification enzyme. Potion common.
Oh, it's common. Okay.
You're gonna be a statue
When in the process
soon.
of being petrified, if you drink the potion, the process will be reversed. You will then have advantage on all saving throws to resist petrification for 1d4 minutes.
I'm going to say it's non-magical, so you could just mix it together in 10 minutes with ingredients you've got here in the shop for... It's common. Let's do 20 gold worth of materials.
Sure, I guess.
Oh wait, no, I did use correspondence correctly. I didn't know if I did or not. But yeah, that noble family I sent the correspondence to. What's the name of the head of that household?
That would be Lady Fiona Watcher.
Okay. All hail the Watcher.
Or Wachter. It's... yeah.
You know, I've always said, all hail the Watcher. It's true. He says that every day when he comes into work.
I'd also, I've already taken the gold out of my inventory for these, but I bought block and tackle and then a empty wand,
Okay.
non-magical, just because I'm going to turn it into a wand.
Okay.
Oh. Will it be a wand of fear, I hope?
Every
No.
single time I hear block and tackle, I always think it's fishing gear for whatever reason. It sounds like it'd be fishing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, tackle is tackle box. So,
There is also a lake nearby, so I mean...
but no,
Vampire fish.
yeah. Then when we get time, I'm going to make a wand of secrets.
Oh,
So
What does that do, Magic Man?
I can cast it and it'll tell me if there's traps nearby.
Oh.
that's actually quite handy.
It whispers secrets.
So,
Cast the spell, it points to me.
any other shopping?
The secret door. Oh no, it's if sorry, not just traps, but if secret doors or traps
Oh.
are within 30 feet of me, the wand will pulse.
Oh.
Honest,
At the one nearest to you.
this isn't gonna be another, like, Arms of Hadar, is it?
No, no.
Let me find a sound effect.
Just a pulsing sound
Please, no,
effect.
I regret my words.
All right. So, yeah, so what are you guys doing next?
I've just been vibing, waiting.
Have
in
we
the
gotten
tavern.
correspondence back from the
Okay.
nobles?
I've just been waiting with
Yeah.
Rainier.
My owl will come back with it.
Okay, give me 1 second.
If we have time, yes, I would like to work on the wand. Thank you for asking.
You can start working on it, but before that happens, a man walks up to you, Rainier,
Yeah.
and it's a male human, and he says, "Are you, Lady Rainier?
I am.
Lady Watcher has received your request and asks if you would join her for a meeting."
Of course. Thank you for relaying the information.
Just her or her
I'll need to go
party as well?
right now.
Oh, you're all allowed to come.
Okay. All right. Put all my
Let's
stuff
go.
back away.
I'll gather my things.
He's like, would you like me to lead you there, my lady, or should I head back and give a message back?
I would enjoy to be led there. I am
Alright,
new
then.
to the city.
My name's Ernst.
Nice
Ernst
to meet you,
Larnack.
Ernst. I am gonna... 1 second. What the fuck? What did I do with this?
Gonna tip him like a silver piece.
I am gonna tip him a silver piece. If I could find where my silver is.
I thought you were broke.
Ah, dang
This
it!
is
I
where I
should've
would put my silver if I had any.
I was gonna say,
forgot to
pretty
do
sure you're
something,
broke.
but never mind.
Yeah, I tip him a silver piece.
Well, thank you, my lady, but I'm well paid.
I mean, you could be a little bit better paid. A little tip never hurt.
He takes a look at the coin for a second and says, "Very well, thank you, my lady."
No problem. Let us be off.
Alright, so he starts leading you to the Wachter house.
I cast prestidigitation, so I'm super clean and smell like lavender.
Okay.
You know, Rainier, she's not gonna do that for anyone else. Like, nah, screw you peasants.
Yeah, not the zombie dog. The three-headed zombie dog.
I forgot we had that thing following us.
For a
Wait,
second,
we
I
have
thought you
a-
were
wait.
talking about me. I'm like, wow, that's
What,
really
zombie dog?
holy.
My steel defender.
Oh yeah!
Travis, for a second, I thought you were talking about me.
I
I'm like,
forgot
oh,
what his
dang
name
it.
was.
That's rude.
I only called him by it.
Mercury too.
Mercury too.
I feel sad, but I forgot what his name was. I
The
didn't
kids-
write it
also
down.
forgot.
The kids
Because
picked
if I
up
write
the name for
anything-
it that we had with us. Oh crap! I just realized.
We still have the kids with us.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And we also have Strahd's betrothed with us as well.
I feel
Yeah, we
hold
just
on.
keep getting
Wait,
more and
hey,
more.
Before we actually like head out of this tavern, I feel like maybe one or two of us should stay behind with all the attachés to our group. I feel like rolling up into this noble house with a giant zombie dog, well, actually, we need Strahd's betrothed, children, all these extra people.
Tell you what, leave me your owl.
Uh-huh.
I'll stay at the hotel. Leave me your owl. I'll keep an eye on everybody. I can work on my wand, and if anything happens, message your owl,
Yeah.
and your owl will warn me.
Okay, who are we taking? It'll be me. I want to take the monster hunter. You'll be my bodyguard.
As you wish.
Do you want to come, Dogman?
We're just standing here in the middle of the bar talking about this.
These guys waiting to lead us away.
Either way, it makes no difference to me on how you want to play it.
I think you should take.
I feel like I should take two.
I'm just imagining the guy. Oh, you're all welcome.
Yeah.
The fucking kids and
I don't.
the zombie dog and everything.
I'm taking some.
Our
I'm
party is a
taking
proverbial
fucking-
clown car of NPCs.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it. Just courage.
I'm taking Lucian. I'm taking. I forget your fucking name, but I'll remember it in just a minute. Well, I'm not gonna. I heard you, but I'm not gonna say it until I get into my notes. That's Sebastian. So, Lucian and Sebastian,
Okay.
you're my bodyguards, and I'm also taking Strahd's betrothed. I forget her name too.
Vasilka.
Vasilka. Alright, so us four are going.
Well, I'm going to take time to continue work on my Wand of Secrets. And I'm sure the kids are going to ask me, what am I doing? And I'll tell them, it's a secret.
You have become Dad, destroyer of dreams.
Go play with the wolf.
Yeah. Pick a head and pet that one.
He's got 3. You have plenty to choose from.
3 NPCs, each one of you gets a head to pet.
Well, who's the third?
Well, the
Vasilka's
Troll
Oh,
going.
right, she's going with.
Yeah.
Well, then the third one can keep an eye out.
I cast prestidigitation on everybody else so they're clean too. But I'm the only one who gets the smells.
How dare you clean me?
Okay, so
Okay.
Just
Not
nothing
the wolf person
changes.
that's saying-
This is how I always look. This is as clean as I get.
as you walk up to this house, the house seems disgusted with itself, which is a really weird thing to say, but that's what the book says right now.
Wow.
It seems
fuck does
disgusted
that-
with itself.
What does that mean?
Alright.
A slouching roof hangs heavy over furrowed gables, and moss-covered walls sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation. As you study the house's sullen countenance, you hear the edifice actually groan. Only then do you realize the extent to which the house hates what it has become.
This sounds like an edgy reboot of Monster House.
That's what I was fucking about to say. I'm like, is this... DM, is this Monster House? You have to tell us legally.
I absolutely do not.
The house is a mimic.
If I cast
Weird.
Identify on the
God.
Monster House, you do. Anyway.
So, yeah. You come up to the house, and Ernst knocks on the door. Someone opens a little panel, sees him, and then opens the door, and you're able to go in. He leads you in, and let's see here. I forget, what did you say in your letter exactly? Did you mention Strahd at all, or...
I wouldn't fucking mention Strahd in this town. They'd take me out back and shoot me.
Well, I mean, that's gonna happen regardless, but...
Well, you mentioned Stroud in this town. You know what that means.
But keep it on the down low that we don't like him.
We'll just burn crosses on his yard until he leaves town.
So the front door opens into a narrow vestibule, and there's 3 stained glass doors and wooden frames coming from it. 2 closets flank the front door, and
Open them up, what's inside.
but you go in and actually let me open this image in a second tab so I can.
Is it an image of what's inside the closets?
No, it's
Then I don't care.
Is this a keep your boots on kind of house, or is this?
It is,
okay.
yes.
Why are there like heroin needles or something?
The house hates
No.
what it's become. Travis.
I've become addicted.
It's a skooma den now for vampires.
So
Their blood somehow.
They call it Vuma.
okay.
Pretty sure it was called Red Skooma.
That's just because
skooma?
skooma sounded too much like a slur, and they couldn't put it in the game.
You can't call us that. That's our word.
So there's a servant who's standing off to the side, who bows as you pass through. Ernst opens the door that's directly in front, and inside there's a staircase that goes straight up, straight ahead. There's a door to the left and to the right. He goes to the door on the left and opens the door, and you look into a fairly large dining room and parlor. The left side is the dining room that goes off to the left, and to the right there are 3 sofas and a table and a fireplace.
We're gonna have a second real good dinner.
Keep an eye out for a pipe wrench, or a candlestick, or a gun, or a knife, or a rope.
What's a gun?
What are you?
Oh, I would probably.
I have the artificer whispering weird things in my ear.
It's just me whispering this to the owl. What's in the closets? Is there a rope? Are there guns? Yeah, I was just like, why did you leave me here, master?
Why?
I wish I was still dead.
No, all of a sudden it's replied to you is,
So
I've gotten used to it by now.
there are 3 elegant couches surrounding an oval table made of black glass. All are set in front of a blazing hearth, above which hangs the portrait of a smirking nobleman sporting a broken nose and a tangle of hair graying at the temples.
Oh.
Several smaller portraits hang on the north wall. There's various people in the other photos. And let's see here. An ornate dining table to the left in the dining room. An ornate dining table stretches the length of the room. Crystal chandelier hanging above it imperiously. The silverware is tarnished, the dishes chipped, yet all are still quite elegant. 8 chairs, their backs adorned with sculpted elk horns, surround the table. Arched windows made of a lattice work of iron and glass look out into the small, fog-swept estate. But yeah, Ernst leads you to the parlor and says, "Hey, if you'll take a seat, I'll go inform Lady Watcher that you've arrived."
Alright. I'll take a seat as elegantly as possible.
Vasilka does the same. And yeah, Ernst leaves. And a few minutes later, a older woman who looks to be doesn't say anything about her age, but she's older. She comes into the room, and she's got a very severe look to her, but it's not too different than most of the people in Barovia. But she comes in and says, "It's wonderful to meet you.
You as well.
If to officially introduce myself, I am a lady of the house, Lady Fiona Watcher, one of the only remaining families loyal to the von Zarevich line in this city. And I understand that you are Lady Rainier
Eckert.
Eckert.
Yes, this is correct. I am new in the country. I have actually met with the von Zareviches, and it was quite a lovely time I had there. We were actually here to, well, firstly, talk about perhaps acquiring a wedding dress for my new friend here, who is the betrothed of Strad von Zarevich.
As you say that, it's like Lady Watcher like perks up and is like, "Oh," and suddenly realizes that
Strahd's fiance is here. Oh shit!
"Oh, you must be Lady Vasilka," and she bows to Vasilka, who looks very uncomfortable with that, but she nods and says, "Yes, it's wonderful to meet you." And she looks around the room fairly quickly and then pulls out a little charm, and it's a little bell, and she rings it and then puts it away.
Mm-hmm.
And my apologies. There were when I have visitors who I do not trust, I have servants who are keeping an eye. I have simply asked them to make themselves scarce.
Do not worry, I know the feeling.
Well, I assume you've been around the town and have noticed the attitude towards our lord here.
Yes, I have not been around as much as I would like. there is I think, servant or something for the other noble house here, who seems to take a startling liking to me.
Ah, Izek.
Yes.
Yes. He is probably the most dangerous servant of the burgomaster here.
I think it's insane that he can just do what he wishes.
There are many things that are abnormal in this town. A madness, you might say. I have long opposed the control that the burgomaster has over the town, but my recent methods of attempting to solve the problem have failed miserably. This place is... well... this place is attempting to not be a revolution, but be problematic. And I have attempted to fix the situation. And my most recent method has been gathering up people who would be willing to take it back by force. I assume you went through the town square, correctly? Correct?
Yes.
Did you see the people in stocks?
Did we?
You did.
Yes. I forget.
Yeah, let me jump to the town square. So, yeah, there were, she explains that the townsfolk who were in the stocks were all basically, if I remember correctly,
Party poopers.
Oh yeah, the sad people.
They were wearing
downers.
crude-
Yeah, I was just about to say the
It was men, women, and children wearing crude plaster donkey heads that were locked in the stocks. Mm-hmm. And she explains that they were arrested for malicious unhappiness. And that
Shame what's
basically...
happening to our young people these days.
Yikes.
that basically amounts to spreading any negative opinion about any festivals that the Baron tries to force people into. Because he's this, all will be well. He thinks that she explains that he thinks that by having these festivals and keeping everyone, quote-unquote, happy, that it is enough power to banish away the fog and save everyone from the nature of what Barovia is.
This does not seem like a good idea.
I just gotta
Yeah.
believe. Walk out into the street
I
and
would-
start rapping.
I will say that I am,
Steps on the gas.
one, not a fan of this forced happiness, and two, this is not how you run a place. This is just going to create a mutiny.
We'll
A revolution.
learn our happy ways by force.
It quite is. And she says
No one's opinion was
it's
ever
very
changed by
difficult to be
violence alone.
It's
Hey, this has a good heft to it.
it's very difficult to organize any sort of thing in this town for that sort of activity. However, I have formed what I've been calling a book club.
I do like books.
Well, to be honest, she glances around the room to make sure there's no servants. It's really more of a cult.
I've never seen someone be so blunt about it.
Hell yeah.
I've made up
Mothman.
Mothman! Oh, I join.
She gestures with her hand, and an imp crawls up her shoulder. And she says, "This is Majesto, my familiar."
I quite
It's a
like
stupid
him.
name, but I really like it.
Yeah.
I feel like he should have like a tiny little jester hat on.
May I see him for a moment?
Why?
I mean, I'm just interested.
He's my familiar.
Yes, I have one as well. His name is Wick. He is not with us at the moment.
Well, I would rather keep my familiar to myself, honestly.
That is understandable.
However, recently what I've been doing is gathering a cult based on, false devil worship. Majesto here is quite eager to and willing to impersonate something far more dangerous than he is. And so I gather people here, and to reward my followers, I have him stand invisible in the center of a pentagram, and call upon the Princes of Darkness to lavish their appreciation upon the cultists. He then throws out some coins, and I let them keep it, and they seem more and more willing to work for me now.
This is
A genius idea.
This is a bit impressive, but it is clever. I enjoy it, kind of.
Of course, my sons are useless, but, yes, everyone's trapped in this town. It's unfortunate, but the Baron has not allowed anyone to leave.
But, so you say, take the town by force. What would be required in doing so?
Well, the biggest roadblock is, you've encountered him, Izek. He is very dangerous.
Dangerous how? I'm going to be honest, I think there's more going on with him than meets the eye, because he looks like just a big gross man to me.
Nope, that's pretty much it.
No, did you see the arm? He has a huge monster arm.
Is it...
With, barbed spikes, elongated fingers, long nails and stuff.
Oh. Is that like...
Oh no, I missed that.
Does that give him some sort of power, or is it just mainly...
He's extremely strong because of it. He's very dangerous with that battle axe of his, and he can produce flames and throw them.
That could be problematic.
He's honestly killed many people.
I get it, and he just walks around.
Yes, he works directly for the Baron.
And the Baron directly opposes Strahd?
That's what he says, yes.
I don't know how he... I'm going to be honest, I don't like him, but the balls on him...
She sighs for a second and says, there are many people who have things to say about Strahd, and I will not be so blind as to say that he is some perfect lord. He is not a tyrant. He's not a ruler who takes over and forces everything the way that many people say, but at worst he's a negligent landlord. He doesn't really pay that much attention to the individual towns and regions. He doesn't force them to do things, and so people are able to do whatever they want. He generally leaves it to his servants, which I am one of them. So it is my task to help fix this town and get the madness out of it.
Well, perhaps you would enjoy some help that is not a townsperson worshipping fake demons.
Sorry, say that one more time? My mind just completely went blank.
Well, perhaps you would like some help that is not just a townsfolk worshipping fake demons.
That would be wonderful, honestly. However, you do have your own task.
I do.
I do not... Well, I no longer have my wedding dress. But I do know someone who does have one.
Is it the Bürgermeister?
His wife, in fact.
Oh boy.
was that? What did that? Oh, it's
I'm playing with my flashlight.
I saw.
How dare you?
I saw the light just like shine over there. I was like, did someone shine a light on him from there? I looked. It was just a closed door. I'm like, where'd that come from?
Burgermeister.
Real quick, can you turn the microphone so it's facing you? That should be good. I'm not sure if it was causing a problem or not, but just to be safe. All right, so yeah, so she starts telling you about the town in general and who's around. So she explains that there's St. Andrew's Church, and there's a priest, Father Lucian Petrovich, and
I'm
he's got
actually a priest too, guys.
there's two young men who work there, Jeska and Milivoj, and they run St. Andrew's Church, and they've got some sort of a lot of people go there to hide out from vampires and stuff like that in the town. And then you've got, of course, the Blue Water Inn, which you've been in. However,
I am currently in.
There's the Martikov family, who are there, and there's some stuff going on with them that she says that they are suspicious, and are interesting in that they oppose both the they oppose Strahd, but they also oppose the Baron. And let's see here. There is also a couple wolf hunters in the town who are excellent guides about Barovia. They're wanderers who come through. They kill wolves and sell.
Better
the
be
meat for the
careful,
living.
Sebastian.
But these are two men who go out into. These are two men who go out into Barovia and hunt. So they're pretty tough guys. Her two sons, Nikolai and Carl, are often in the town, but she says they're basically useless.
Is your name Carl?
Carl.
She explains that the burgomaster and the mansion, that people come and go all from the mansion at all hours of the day. Guards bring criminals cited for malicious unhappiness all the time, and men and women arrive carrying bundles of twigs, piling inside there. They're going to build a giant wicker sun for the festival of the blazing sun. And yeah, there's the Baron, Baron Vargas Velikovich, and he stages repeated celebrations to try to foster happiness, and like his "all will be well" catchphrase is like sort of this thing that people have to say. And yeah, but he's got a brittle ego, so if anyone even slightly like pokes fun at something or treats him even slightly disrespectfully, he's got two pet mastiffs that he'll sick on people. And his extrosity.
So do we.
So do you. You have your steel defender.
That's one, and then you're the other.
Yeah, we'll deal with the mastiffs. We got you.
Most likely, if you guys get on his bad side, he'll probably try to arrest you, starting with guards, and then he'll try to rally a mob if that doesn't work. And yeah, so let's see here. A few members of the Baron's household have vanished in the past week, apparently. And Izek's been searching around trying to find out what happened to them. She has kind of a look on her face when she says it that you're not sure if that's supposed to be like she's implying. You're not sure if she's implying that she did something or if she's just reveling in the fact that he's confused and lost and not able to solve the problem. Yeah, so she explains that the Baron is basically a madman, and is obsessed with trying to do his plan, and anything that even slightly opposes that, he flips out over. The Baroness is kind of in the same in the same boat, but she is not that. She's not in a great situation. She's. It's clear that her name's Lydia Petrovna has sort of like embraced her husband's philosophy of happiness, kind of out of desperation. She laughs at everything he says, regardless of whether it was meant to be funny. It's almost like a nervous laughter every time he says something. And she has these daily tea and sandwich parties in her parlor for her dearest friends, who are poor people in the town that want something warm to eat and drink that she gives to them. And so she is literally... She's definitely in a bad situation, but she's using her position to invite in homeless people, essentially, to feed and give drink to in the parlor.
And join her club.
Every single thing you say to me about the Baron, the less I like him and the more I want to just kill him. I would like to help you. I will do my task first and hopefully be able to return and help with this issue. I like nothing that he has done and think he is a fool. But if you do need that dress, I believe that, I'm gonna turn to... Fuck, what was the...
Vasilka.
Vasilka. Are me and Vasilka, like, at least a bit of the same body type?
Yeah.
Okay. Vasilka, I do not think that telling him we are there for a dress for you would be wise. I'm not even sure if bringing you in there would be wise.
Well, she says, not everyone knows that I am going to be married to Strahd.
Yes, I know, but, he might. There's a little chance of it. And, to be honest, I could just lie and say that the dress is for me, and that I am marrying somebody somewhere else. He has no reason to not believe me.
She's like, I'm not certain how comfortable I am with you going alone, but
I would have my two friends with me, and more on standby.
She seems to be kind of conflicted, but she does not. The Lady Watcher says, "Oh, there is one other thing. I haven't seen him in a long time, but the Baron does have a son, Viktor Valakovich. I had intended to marry my daughter to him to try and unite the families and potentially head things off there, but it did not work out well."
What happened?
Well, my daughter has a affliction, and it would not be... It did not go well when I attempted to encourage a relationship.
This is disappointing. How likely is it, do you think, that if I walk into that mansion, that they would recognize me a bit and try and keep me there? And I, like, pull out the doll that was made of me. I go, because Isaac has these made a lot, I hear.
she looks and she says, "Well, Ezek is the most dangerous thing in the town. If you could deal with him, I already have the manpower to seize control."
You do? This is good. I feel like after we complete this task, we could do that. I look at Sebastian and Lucian and I go, what do you two think?
I agree.
If we can lure him out, and not in town where he'd have help, then yeah, I think we could probably take him out.
I feel like I'm quite charming. I think I could do so.
You don't even need to do it
To
yourself.
be honest, you
Just have a
don't
letter.
even really need to be charming.
That is true. It appears that just by existing he is enthralled. Anyway,
Simp.
Jesus Christ.
it is a bit of a long shot, but do you know where Isaac is right now? I do not want to show up to the Burgomaster's place and him be there.
She pulls out her bell again and rings it, and pretty soon Ernst comes into the room, and she says, "Ernst, could you go keep an eye on Izek and track where he's at? We, our new friends here, would like to make a visit to the Burgomaster's mansion and would like to do it uninterrupted by our resident thug."
Damn.
And Ernst is like, "I can do it, my lady. I'll keep him busy."
Thank you. It is so good to have friends. I love this. So many people in this land are mean. I think we have a plan. And I'll turn to Vasilka. And I'll
One
go,
of these times he'll get it.
yeah, one of these days. How much money were you planning on spending on your dress?
I have 100 gold to spend.
Okay. I would not ask you to, just entrust all of your money to a stranger. I would say reputable stranger, but a stranger nonetheless. I have the gold to cover that. If I am successful, you can just pay me back for the money I spend on the dress.
She nods and says, "Well, thank you."
No problem. We should drop you back off at the inn with our friend, and then I will head to the mansion. I will not spend the correspondence. I think surprising them would be a more tactful strategy. And we will attempt to get the dress. After that, we will secure our companion again, make the journey, and then probably come back and help this entire situation be resolved.
Wonderful. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I do not think so. I wish you luck in your endeavors, and we will be back in... How many days would this, roughly take?
You don't know exactly how long it would take.
We will be back in an amount of time. The time in Barovia is strange. Time is a weird soup.
So,
On that note,
so yeah, you and Vasilka leave.
How long did this take?
Not super long,
Okay.
but enough that, I would say at least an hour.
Okay. So not enough time for the meeting
The meeting?
on the note.
Oh, yeah, no, not enough time for the meeting. But as you leave and start walking away, Vasilka kind of shudders and is like, something was very wrong in that house.
I mean, the house looked like it hated what it became, huh? Is that what you mean?
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
She says, that whole place had the touch of death on it.
I mean,
It's hard to describe, but
it is Barovia.
there was madness and death.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, that seems pretty powerful as a course for many things and people here. Like, Strahd's whole castle is like jamming with those vampires.
Just filled to the brim with vampires.
Anyway,
Hey Tom, out of curiosity, would Sebastian be able to pick up on what she's saying? Would I need to roll something for that? Like what she's feeling, or?
Or you went with this for this whole thing?
Yeah, we went as me and.
Oh,
I'm the only
okay.
one that stayed back.
Yeah.
Okay,
we,
I
we
see.
went as
Yeah.
bodyguards for Lady Lavinia Eckert.
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Which is
so,
kind of true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you didn't pick up on any of it, but like you didn't see the same stuff that she's talking about.
Yeah.
But you know, you hear her say it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna quickly make our way back to the inn.
Okay, so yeah, you head back to the inn, and yeah, everything's nothing's really changed.
Look at us. As a kid's okay.
I've used the immovable rod to like one of them is like hanging from it or something. I'm sure they're fine.
I don't know how to raise children,
Playing
so
monkey ball
I
with
will
just
trust
a
you.
movable rod.
I don't know how to raise children either.
Okay.
It's a good thing it's only been an hour.
Lots of good, cool things have happened. If you have no allies, if you do not have a dress, but we are basically just going to ambush the burgomaster and try to buy the dress and then leave as fast as
You
possible.
make it sound like we're gonna beat him up.
I mean,
Trade deals are rough.
later down the road.
What?
Well,
Don't worry about it. Not right
later
now.
down the road is later down the road.
Anyway, we are going to the burgomaster's mansion. Do you want to come?
Like, I suppose so. Did I finish my wand? Did
I mean,
finish
he
my
said it
wand?
would take like 10 minutes, so I assume so.
Well, no, that was a
I think that was
potion.
Potions.
I don't know how long it takes for you to make your items and stuff.
I let me double check.
How long it takes to do an infusion.
I mean, we should leave like one of us here to watch the children and maybe the wolf. I don't know about the wolf.
The innkeeper starts walking over to where you're at, and yeah, he's a kind of a big guy. Where was it? I might have a picture of him.
It's instant, according to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah,
It's done magically.
So you didn't even need to stay.
Nope.
Just you get all your tools out, you got a welder going, you're like, how do you even do this? What am I doing?
I imagine
Done.
like the Dead Rising 2 combo weapon animation.
Yeah.
So
I made this. It's a wand.
You made this?
I made this.
this.
Lucas, I forgot to mention this. I was going to bring it up before you guys got back here. But while you've been here waiting, there's been, you've had the kids playing, but there are also two other kids here.
Okay.
They're pretty nicely dressed, but it looks like after a little bit, the inn is family owned.
I just whispered to myself, "Oh, it's ghost children."
Not again.
The innkeeper and his wife have two children, and
Okay.
they've been playing with the orphans.
Okay.
And while you've been gone, the
I'll go over and make conversation. Would you like to buy my children?
the innkeeper introduces himself. Says his name is Erwin Mardikoff. And he's like,
I'm Lucas.
"It's wonderful to meet you." And he introduces his wife, Danica Dorokova, and they have 2 sons, Bram and Bray. And they're 11 and 9.
I love them.
All right.
So there's a few other people around.
I'll go into the whole story of the bone grinder,
Hey, it's not called that anymore.
The metal grinder mill.
metal grinder mill now.
Metal grinder.
Metal grinder.
But yeah, I'll basically explain how. Yeah, we saved them from some hags.
Oh, really?
And now we don't know what to do with them because their parents are the ones that sold them, and that's a dick move. So, but given like we can't exactly keep them,
Well,
they seem pretty attached to the dog, but that may just be them getting stuck in the gears.
Yikes.
so Erwin says, looks around and looks at each person who's in the bar and then nods and says, "Okay, well,
I'll give them to the first person I see.
that is quite remarkable if you've managed to clear old Bone Grinder and get those witches out of there.
Yep,
Those hags."
cleared it. They're gone for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Big sweats, but can't see it.
The void is sweating. You
Just
see sweat
imagine
drops come
like
out
this
of the
super.
void.
Yeah,
I just
It's
imagine,
like
a trickle of water is coming out.
And then also the void just sucks it back in. Nope.
it's like airplane.
He crosses his arms and leans back and is like, "Are you familiar with..."
No,
Wow.
I can almost guarantee you I'm not familiar with anything here.
Well,
Go ahead, go ahead.
I was going to say, are you familiar with the Lamplighters?
Nope,
Lamplighters, you
They
say?
actually are.
I am. When?
So back when in Mordant, when you were first around, that was the name of the police force in Mordant.
Oh shit, guys, the lamplighters are here.
Okay.
I like immediately lean into this conversation.
You are not here.
We're not here.
Oh wait! Oh, I thought this
We're
was
walking
happening
back.
after we
I
walked in.
forgot to handle this before you guys got back.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So he
Apparently, my memory is telling me that yes, I do remember them.
So, he says, I think, and he's been sort of like talking, and then someone finally walks out of the place that was drinking and had been doing stuff, and he looks at one of the ones near the door who, one of the patrons near the door looks out, and then sort of like nudges it a little bit more closed. And he says, "Well, you wouldn't happen to have spoken with Rictavio, who was in here earlier?"
Spoken is a big word, but I suppose yes.
Big word.
It's a big word. Has a lot of connotation to it.
Well, I think he might have shown you a bit of trust. And I think I will also take part in that trust. You see, my wife and I, as well as everyone else who's currently in here, are members of a group called the Keepers of the Feather. We're all were-ravens. And, well, we protect this place. There's
I'll
not
do like a slow turn to look at. Is it like everyone that's in the places?
They're like,
They all have feathers on their hands now.
Barovia is a dangerous place. And, well,
Feels really bad about adding all those raven parts to the dog.
Start sweating even more.
thank you. That's been catching. The TV's been catching in my glasses and like. But no. He starts explaining that the Keepers of the Feather are a group who are all about protecting the good people in Barovia and trying to, make it a better place for one.
Mm-hmm.
But let me see if I can find specifics here. Moment. So, yeah.
And the people in the stocks out there?
Well, we're still working on that. The Baron has made it a crime to release them without his permission. And we don't have the keys. Ezek carries those around.
Okay.
Let me check one thing real quick.
Darn, only one of us will remember. Just let those keys.
Are you that kind of rogue?
Yes.
Well, then why don't you do it?
Anola would in like a heartbeat. Seen
Not
people
here
on-
anymore. Not here. Dead. Long dead.
and- But the music lives on.
Yes. In people's nightmares. Here.
In your nightmares, perhaps.
So first she explains that the Keepers can get the children someplace safe.
Oh, that's good.
And so you could leave them here. They'll take care of them for now and then find a family who's willing to take them in. And they have ways of getting them from place to place in Barovia without danger. Usually by flying.
Can I get an insight on what
Absolutely
what I
can.
what I feel from these people?
Mhm.
7.
You know
Alright.
that they are cultists.
You know, you assume that were ravens are probably pretty close to humans when they're in their human form, but you can't be sure. Maybe they got that bird kind of stare kind of thing where you can't tell what they're thinking.
Bird up.
But for the most part, he seems to be, straightforward.
Well, do I get the sense that he seems genuine about getting the kids to safety?
Yes.
Okay. All right. But I assume this goodwill doesn't necessarily come free.
No,
You
no,
want
it does.
something? Oh.
But if you would like to do something for me, I do have one thing that came up. If you'd
Well,
like to
maybe
hear
I
it.
do, maybe I don't. Depends on what it is.
Okay. My supply of wine is nearly gone, and the next shipment is overdue. The vineyard and winery is a few miles west of here, south of Kresk. If you're headed that way, could you take a look and see what's held them up if there's something that has gone wrong?
I will do that. That's not the place where I had my bottle of wine from, right? Is it the same
It
place?
is.
Okay. I will take a look, and I will come back to you.
Well,
Or that weird owl over there will come back to you with a message.
Ah, yes. But yeah, he finishes talking. He talks a little bit. He
We
makes
shake hands.
Yeah, you shake hands. He gives you a free glass of wine.
Oh,
And,
sick. Free glass of wine for some kids. I go over and tell the kids the good news. I'm not your real dad, or your fake one either.
They seem to be not super broken up about it or anything. They weren't that attached to
Yeah, I imagine.
But they have been having fun playing with the two boys. And just, I want to...
Do any of them have any sort of magical innateness to them whatsoever?
Oh, not the two kids?
Yeah.
The two kids, no. But the Mardikovs, the rest of them, they all do. Because they're were-ravens.
Well, yeah, but that's cheating.
But after a little bit, two men come in, and he sort of like does this kind of thing with his nose, you know,
Taps his nose.
Taps his nose, and then wanders back
Just
to
a
the bar.
blank stare into the hood.
So he goes back to the bar to serve the two guys who came in, who seem to be kind of like nobly dressed, and he's like, "Oh, it's."
I get my glass of wine and I go back to my table.
Oh, whoops! Did I lose something? I need better notes.
I think everybody does.
Let me just say, this fucking
We have
dude
notes.
was very reliant on the fact that customers would actually leave.
D&D Beyond tends to delete all notes that I make on it.
That's why I do this.
Where are their names?
Yeah, but that's more things to carry.
The two guys walk in, and he walks over to the bar and is like, "Nikolai, Carl, welcome back." And he starts dealing with them. So then finally, the rest of you show up and explain what you came across.
Bang in the door. Lucas, holy fuck! Alright, I come in. Lucas, do you want to go to the Burgermeister's?
Oh, yes, all those things that you said. I mean, I've got nothing else going on at the moment. I suppose I will. On one condition, though. Can we go to this winery?
You want...
I'm like pointing at the empty bottle that I still have.
Like, we leave the city and go to the actual winery?
We'll just pop over there for a minute and see what's going on and then come back. Not right now.
I mean... Sure. Is it like...
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay. I mean, if you just want the wine, that's cool too.
No, I got some of that.
Anyway, I feel like we need to leave at least one of us here to watch the children. Are you planning on bringing the wolf to the Burgermasters?
Yes, but children, not our problem anymore.
What does that mean? I look around. Hold on, I look around for the children.
They are playing with two other children, who clearly are the kids of the innkeeper.
You can't just give children to other children. That's not responsible.
Well, first off, I didn't. Thought about it, didn't do it. The adult children, the ones that run the place.
You mean the children's adults?
The parents, yes. I asked them if there was anybody here that would be interested in some kids. As children, as like their children. Not for any dubious purposes. You give me a lot of looks.
You said the words that you asked them if they are interested in children. Of course I gave you looks.
But they assured me that they would find them a good home here in town.
I don't... Okay.
Look, are we going to the Burgermeister or not?
Well, I
will explain more.
I was going to also leave Fuck! I keep thinking, oh, it's fancy, silver, but it's supposed to be silk. Vasilka. I was thinking about leaving Vasilka here because the burgomaster is, yeah.
Dangerous?
Is that too?
Is he trying to kill her?
I do not think that he would like Vasilka if he knew what she was here for. We are going to the burgomaster's under the guise that I am buying a wedding dress for myself.
Oh well, I can disguise person. No, I can't disguise person. I can disguise self. Never mind.
I have
Unless
Hey!
you give her your hood and
was
you
about-
disguise yourself.
I was about to say I could just give her my hood.
Do you want to wear a hood, Vasilka?
I would be perfectly fine with that.
Okay. I have quite the idea.
Don't give her the wrong impression.
I have quite the idea.
No, you give her the hood, and then you use disguise self to give yourself another hood.
Okay.
No, it's just gonna be me, but with a big mustache. A different color from my. It's like brown instead of black.
Okay, I have an idea. So, we have our party go there, Vasilka and all that. I will be me,
Okay.
the, queen.
Okay.
I will get us in the door. You are a bodyguard. Vasilka, you are a bodyguard too, of the magical variety. And you, Sebastian, are also a bodyguard.
Are there any
Lucian,
other bodyguards I need to know about?
no, just those, because you, Lucian, are my betrothed.
Oh.
Who's got fancy clothes?
Wow,
I have
such an honor,
I have
my
common
lady.
clothes. I can wear my armor.
Vasilka opens her bag and pulls out what looks to be a what would be the best way to describe this?
A gun.
Pulls out a Glock. Oh, not this.
Nothing personal.
What was once a very nice red dress.
Okay.
It's kind of stitched together. It's very clearly like a nice dress. Bright red. Yeah. So, it's like, I've got this.
If you give, well, I don't think
I don't think they take
that'll work.
traits.
I don't think that'll work for him. You don't have. I'm assuming you don't have noble clothing.
No.
Well, you'll just have to be fairly common then.
I mean, can we go... I mean, this is your work clothes. You're a famous monster hunter.
You
Well,
start
do
to
you-
get paid.
Do you want my common clothes, or do you have common
I
clothes?
think I have common clothes.
So, just as a note, the innkeeper man and his wife, as well as the kids, are all wearing very nice clothing. So you might be able to borrow or buy something from them if you wanted to have some more.
Do we want to borrow or buy something from the nice innkeeper?
Do they sell nice clothing?
I don't know. I feel like if I asked them and paid them, they would.
I go over by the barkeeper.
I go
hello.
over as well.
My friend here says you may be willing to sell me nice clothing.
Well,
Or rent. I don't know.
I mean, I don't really want to rent. I can buy. Depending on how much they are.
give me 1 second to double check price on something.
It's gonna be like 500 gold for a new outfit for her betrothed.
This is a good idea.
That was actually a brilliant idea. It's just quite
Hello?
hilarious.
Yo.
Sup?
There's chicken in there.
Oh no, it's Strahd.
There he is. He's right there.
Get him.
Yeah.
No, wait. It's
too
evil
powerful.
Strahd. It would be evil Strahd.
Yeah.
So, who all needs nice clothing?
Oh, I have nice clothing.
I'm a
I
bodyguard,
was
so I
just
guess I'm
me.
wearing armor?
Yeah, just you. Everybody else is my bodyguard.
Yeah, I thought I had fancy clothes that I was going to give to you, but I have common clothes.
So we need how many sets?
One.
Just one.
Just one set.
Because
He's-
the rest of us are peasants.
He says yes. He has something that could fit about. He'd want to get at least 15 gold back for it, but he says you can borrow it for free. So if you want to buy it from him, he's
Sure.
I mean, it is 15 gold. Lucian, do you have 15 gold to spend?
Yes, I have plenty of money.
Okay. Then you buy it.
Fair enough.
I will give. I want to say Sylvia, but that's not the name.
Vasilka.
Vasilka.
Start with a V. I've played Beautiful Joe, so my brain goes to Sylvia.
Sylvia.
I'll give her the my rapier as well,
Okay.
because I assume she wasn't armed.
She is not armed, and
Right,
she
well,
kind of takes it. You can
Bodyguards kind of need these.
you can tell immediately that she has no idea how to use it.
Right. Well, don't hold don't hold the sharp part. Just put it in the scabbard and leave it there.
Just stand there and look menacing.
There you
Yeah.
go. Well, you look menacing anyway.
I mean,
True.
she
Yeah, the cloak really helps.
Yeah.
does.
Okay.
I'll put my hair in like a ponytail or something. I don't know. To try and look less Strahd-like. How does Strahd wear his
You
hair?
have-
I'll wear my hair different.
You have disguise
mustache.
self.
I have disguise self, but that costs a spell slot, and I don't want to use a spell slot.
Okay. Wear like a mask.
I was, but not anymore.
Another one.
I cast Spare the Dying.
Yikes.
Okay, so
Everybody gets a slap of guidance right on the butt.
Oh boy.
Can I actually have guidance?
Hello, HR.
When I
Yes.
tried to lie
Yeah,
to
you-
this man.
You can have
that's
guidance.
Alright,
You know something?
we're just gonna go,
Who's gonna be
alright?
talking?
I will.
Okay, you
I
get
assume
guidance.
us.
I'm the one trying to buy the dress.
The two talkers are gonna get guidance, whether they like it or not.
okay.
Forced guidance.
It just sounds like every video game ever telling you you need to go here and do this.
Yes.
You're that annoying narrator person that says, you must go do this.
Vasilka, I am, if I need to say your name in there, and I feel like lying about it, I'm just going to say Veska.
Very well.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say Sylvia.
Sylvia's good too, I like that one.
I like Sylvia better.
Me too. Let's go get this dress.
Okay, so let me check the time real quick. How long have we been recording? Oh, I have it.
Oh yes, I made this wand. as we walk out,
What does it do?
it tells me where secret passages are.
Are there any around?
I'm not gonna use it here.
Is it scary?
Okay,
No, I don't think the wand is scary.
Oh, okay.
so before you guys head to this place, we're gonna cut there for this
All right.
episode.
What a cliffhanger!
Dun dun dun.
The dog looked at us like, "What the hell
Anyways,
is
thanks for listening, guys. If you like what we're doing, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit.
Remember,
that?" YouTube.
remember the
If
thing
you
about
happen to use
Skyrim
Facebook, soon we will have. You will be able to listen to Action Economy straight through Facebook.
Wow.
If you use that
Technology.
So
anymore.
yeah, technology. We are also on Spotify and Google Podcasts.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes, and thank you to Syrinscape for the music and sounds.
Wow. Big Syrinscape.
Wow.
And yeah, we'll stop there. I am ancient. I am the land. Welcome to Barovia.